This is actually a proper stomach vacuum, which I will eventually do myself. And what is this good for? It then tones your waist?
Well, no, it's really good for detoxification, for toning your internal organs, for improving digestion, besides detoxification. It is good for obviously improving your breathing, metabolism. It's just amazing. And as a side effect, it does slim your waistline, which after pregnancy, you know how that goes. So those are the stomach vacuums I do. Johnny just vacuums with the Hoover. Orange honeydew. Ready?
So we're taking a trip up to Santa Cruz, see my mom, which I'm excited about, and I just want to show you this is the only bag I'm taking. So I got everything in there. Bag's got a lot of pockets in it, got a little bit of clothes. We're going to be up to just for like 3 or 4 days. So that is going to be my only bag just because we only have limited room in the car.
You guys, my favorite part about her is her little long hairs right here. You can see them, I think. It's the cutest thing ever. And she's growing new hair. New
Do you call that new hair?
Perchem. We call it perchem, like a big thing of hair. Hey mama! So we're now on our first road trip. Yeah, aren't we? And meanwhile, Sophie passed out on John's shoulder. I really miss traveling in the front of a car, but I have to sit next to baby. Oh, and I haven't popped in to say hi, you guys. So, hi, you guys. Where are we, Johnny?
Well, people, we are in Gorman, California.
So that's how we're traveling. I cut up some red delicious apples. I shouldn't have cut them up. I should have just brought a knife with me. And a bunch of ripe bananas in there. And that's what I'm gonna eat. And we have a lot more bananas. And some more apples in another bag, which we don't know where that bag is. So for now, that's what we're stuck with. We have bars as well, and a bunch of sparkling water because we're having fun and we're being wild. Otherwise,
It's fun water.
We call it fun water. So we're drinking our fun water, burping sparkling water, and I'm gonna eat a bunch of apples and bananas. And I'm pretty excited. It's been all orchards all the way here, but this is pistachio trees. They have a stand somewhere here to buy fresh pistachios, but I don't know if we missed it. Here Johnny, he becomes the apple monster. I forgot when we travel. So we finished all the apples. Usually I like to buy like the best apples I can find. And guess who else?
I have to pay the Sophie tax too.
Yeah. Guess who loves apples? We're driving through wine country here, Paso Robles, and it's a lot of grapevines everywhere, just like rows and rows of grapes. I'm salivating, of course, there's no grapes in season. And Johnny is giving a little trivia about every part we go by. Like we've become so old, like it reminds me of my dad.
It's very interesting about Paso Robles. It was established in 1850 as an LLC, or as a corporation.
You don't know that. Anyways, I would love to eat some grapes, but we'll have to wait for that for fall. It's a ton of grapes, as far as I can see. Grapes are my favorite fruit. There is more.
Where are you?
We're going to be there in 20 minutes.
Oh, cool.
So I think the plan of attack is I got stuff in the trunk, but I got to get the cart out first. Lotus's cart.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Give me a call as soon as you get close.
Okay, it's probably going to be in like 10 minutes.
Sophie.
Okay, all right.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Sit in the rig. We're just chilling. Right? Right, Lotissima? And what else? How was the drive? How was your ride here? Did you have fun? We just had a little bit of belly time together. She's adorbsies.
Sophie had a rough morning this morning. The woman that walks my mom's dog came over. My mom forgot to tell her that her dog is in daycare today. So she has a key to the house, and me and Sophie were sleeping on the ground, and so she came walking in, and Sophie flipped out and attacked her. And then the woman tried to offer Sophie some treats, and Sophie refused to eat the treats. And
so Sophie, she's still recovering from the trauma.
Yeah, she got all scared, and she was shivering afterwards, and she pee-peed on the floor.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had a weird dream about a waterfall coming out of a massive rock somewhere deep in the mountains where I was. Himalaya.
You know what water means? It's emotion.
Yeah, and it was coming and I was tripping, and I was actually trying to vlog it, funny enough. And I was very far from it on another peak on the mountain. And I was looking over, and there was a ravine and cliffs and stuff, and water coming from the rocks. And I was trying to zoom in on it, and I was away from it on another peak.
See, symbolically that means deep emotion is bubbling from within.
Yeah, I've been all emotion since birth. Very beautiful, rich emotion, basically. Right, Mommy?
Okay, go ahead.
Can I be in the shot?
Yeah, but you're going to be doing talking. I just want to be right here.
I'll be like, oh.
Okay, go ahead.
So, I wanted to show you guys how cute Loti and I are. Oh my god. Your mom always has the best books ever. Oh, she has astrology, psychology, and the 4 elements. I think I have that one too. Paulo Coelho. She always has good cookbooks. She's a cook. Oh, and the goddess, female goddess there. So, Thich Nhat Hanh. And we play this game where I go,
Yeah, that's the thing. My mom's paring down right now. My grandmother started doing it, you know, I think it was 10 years ago. I went to visit her one time, and she gave me her crystal glasses. She moved into like a old folks home, and she basically just started giving away all her stuff. So there's this kind of sad feeling when older people start to, you know, let go of their things, but at the same time, that's just the natural flow of life.
Oh, she told me that this one is a really good book. I've never read it, but it's a recommendation. I'll link it below. The Yogi's Roadmap. She spoke real highly of it. She reads everything. She's a speed reader, basically, and she reads everything. Emotional healing. She has a lot of photography books, because she's a photographer. And a lot of art books. Oh, I think Loti is done.
No, I think she's interested in the books.
No, I think she wants to be... She's done me holding her. She can only tolerate me holding her for so long before she wants to... Her independent time. Let's go grab your bed.
Squishy wishy. Snuggle snuggles.
So what is this stuff?
This is food that was donated to Homeless Services Center by Gray Bears. And they donated too much food, and we couldn't use it at Homeless Services Center, so they offered it to the staff.
All right.
So I got a whole bag of groceries.
We're gonna make up a veggie soup.
Yeah, absolutely.
So my mom was just explaining that she has doggy interval training with Doggy because he barks at bigger dogs, and she has to bend over and pick him up and then put him back down. So it's like, oh, squatting. So she's squatting. So
I don't bend over.
It's called doggy interval training.
This is so gorgeous.
That is hummingbird sage.
Wow,
it's real pretty.
Taken by it.
This walk's kind of cool because it's got a bunch of wild herbs growing, and then it has like the names of everything.
Beautiful color.
Look, even Sophie's taken. It's real pretty.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. That's really funny. Yeah. I know. I told you a big joke. Oh. Oh. Gracious. Oh, goodness sake. Oh, goodness sake. Oh.
This is in the context of traveling with the baby. We're traveling with her in a few months to Bulgaria, but my mom has a good story about traveling with me, and I was, what, 6 weeks old?
Yeah, you were 6 weeks old, and so you were born in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, and 6 weeks after that, I joined your dad back in Madrid so we could pick up our car and drive back to Iran. And that's where you got put in jail.
And this is at the Iranian border, right?
The Iranian border, Maku, the border of Iran and Turkey. It's a small town called Maku. It's in the mountains. Actually, you could see Mount Ararat from there, I think.
Really?
The biblical Mount Ararat, yeah.
We buy everything from Mount Ararat, from our
true, yeah,
stores.
that water.
Juices,
Yeah.
everything is from the mountain, jams,
Yeah.
all the fruit is from there.
So we had been living in Spain, and then I went to the States when I had you, and I didn't renew my Iranian passport. So when we got to the Iranian border, they arrested me for not renewing my passport. It was in 1969, and there were a lot of student riots all over the United States and Europe. So they thought that I was a dissident student returning to Iran.
To stir up some crap.
Yeah, because I spoke Farsi fluently. I don't know. I don't really know what they thought. I don't know. It was ridiculous. But anyway, they arrested me, and they took you with me, and we actually went and sat in a jail cell. And the secret police at the time, Savak, interrogated your dad and said stuff like, "Don't you respect Iranian laws?" and blah blah blah, all that stuff. And so they kept us for half a day, and then they released you and me to your dad's custody, and then we appeared in court the next day. And
then the judge gave her advice on how to swaddle me and asked her to deliver some letters for him to Tehran.
Yeah, because you were wearing a onesie, and the judge looked at you, and your arms and legs were kicking and waving, and he said, "Why don't you swaddle your baby?" And I said, "Well, he's more comfortable this way." And the judge said, no, we swaddle our babies because we want their legs to be straight. And if you don't swaddle him, his legs are going to be bow-legged.
That's the opposite. It ruins the hips.
I know. So I said, no, he's fine, he's comfortable, he's happy. And then the judge said, do you breastfeed him? And I said, yes. And he said, oh, that's good, because cow's milk will make him stupid as a cow.
Oh, good.
So I said, okay, yes, Your Honor, that's fine. And then he said, well, I'm going to let you off with kind of the equivalent of a $5 fine, and I want you to take this stack of letters with you to Tehran and mail them for me. So I said, great. So we went and we left, we packed up and got in our car and drove to Tehran.
And that was it.
That was
my
it.
God, I cannot believe that they were swaddling babies with straight legs.
They still are.
Oh, that's so bad.
In provincial areas in the Middle East and Asia, they still swaddle babies to keep their legs straight, yeah.
So we have the whole pack of dogs here. We have a little Chewini here. And then we have the infamous Sophie here. And then we have Lily. So we are actually heading back to LA. And my mom is flying up to Seattle. And what are you going up there for?
I'm going up there to talk to 2 consultants about how to raise $500,000 more for Homeless Services Center. We already raise about $1.4 million a year, and our goal is to add $500,000 to that.
And what is it you do?
Homeless Services Center houses people. That's basically our goal. We want to make homelessness rare, brief, and non-recurring.
And that's up here in Santa Cruz, right? And there's a big homeless population up here, right?
Well, it sounds small compared to other places, but when you think that Santa Cruz County has only 250,000 people, and every night here, about 2,000 people sleep rough. They sleep in the streets, in the forests, in the bushes, yeah. So it's a lot of people. And we have a 2-acre shelter in Santa Cruz, and we have about 200 people on our shelter at any given time. And then another 260 people out in the community that are housed, but we give them a lot of support to help them stay housed. We don't just put them in housing. We connect them with the community services they need to stay housed. And our mission is guided by Housing First, which has been a practice, I don't know, 20 or 25 years. So the idea is when you have people that have no homes, first you house them and then you deal with the other issues. You help them find a job, you help them get clean and sober if that's what they need, you help them with their health issues, whatever it is they need help with. But first you get them inside housing so that they're safe and secure at night and they can get enough sleep. I mean, it's really basic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
I'm just cutting the last step off for the road, which will not be enough, but we'll hopefully stop at my favorite stand and get some oranges.
So what did you end up getting?
So organic asparagus, non-organic. Grab this. Oh, you're recording. I got organic asparagus, local asparagus. So I have 4 bunches of asparagus. I put the artichokes in the car. Selena's iceberg lettuce. I've been crazy about it. Tons of oranges. Actually, this is gonna go in the front.
All for under 40 bucks.
All under 40 bucks. Look at this. 2 packs of mini radishes that. And then come see this.
This is a big fruit. Wow, crazy.
No, you
it's
have
a big
no
fruit
idea.
and vegetable
Look at this.
stand, leaving Santa Cruz through Moss Landing, which is the one passes right through here.
Purple sweet potatoes, a bag of mangoes, 3 massive pineapples, papaya. The strawberries are crazy, but be careful because they're very soft. And one can go in front.
That's what the back of our trunk is now. Mixed in with all the baby stuff is a bunch of fresh produce. So we made it back from Santa Cruz. I always feel accomplished whenever I take a journey, because it's like when you leave for the journey, you don't know if you're gonna make it back, and then when you make it back, you change a little bit because you learned something, you had an experience. We're unpacking, get everything settled in, got Loti settled in, and I am actually going to do a little bit of dancing. I know Ali, you know, she's the big dancer. Did a lot of dancing when I was younger, but it's a good way to stay in shape, so I'm gonna do a little dancing myself.